What's everybody? Welcome to Zoro's Playground, and welcome back to where me and my silly ass friends are about to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Where we last left off, our heroes were just brought into a workshop by their proprietor, Marcus Grant. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Marcus. It was Victor Von Dark, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's Victor Von Dark.
Yeah.
Shoot, hold on, need to change tokens real quick. I forgot my own thing. Oh god.
Shall we restart then?
No, it's fine. Mistakes happen. I just have to switch a token real quick. Oh, anyway, let me get some music going here. Hello. Why aren't you letting me fucking copy, you stupid computer? Paste. There we go. Yeah. Alrighty. I bring you guys to surprise, new map. Oh my god, come on. Roll 20, what the fuck, dude?
You just gotta think about it.
Now, like, I can't move any maps anymore without needing to create a fucking folder. It's the stupidest goddamn thing. Thank you.
It's weird.
Okay, new map. There we go. Roll 20. Jesus, get your shit together. Hold on. He's not here. Yeet.
I love how you're like, Yeet, you don't belong.
Get out of here. Get out of here, sir. You don't belong here.
I was gonna say I don't see Victor on the
Yeah,
battlefield if he's on the battlefield.
accidentally deleted some stuff, so I gotta resave his image real quick.
You're good.
That happens to me sometimes too.
Well, my
game.
computer was like, "Do you want to clean up some files?" And I was like, "Sure." And then it just fucking deleted a bunch of everything, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Sounds about right.
Oh, did it not save? Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, there we go. Download. Nice. Okay. Yeah, basically, where we opened back up was Victor saying, "Welcome to the workshop," as you all walked in. You open up to this very bustling space. He seems to have a lot of people under his command. As you see people working on potions, different types of material, some even vehemently working with Nehinium.
I see.
Oh.
And he turns around and he's like, "So, shall we discuss?"
Perhaps someplace more private would be more appropriate.
I have a place that may be like, let's go upstairs. And oh Jesus, what did I just do? Oh God. I don't know how I did that. Okay. But yeah, he leads you guys upstairs where there aren't any people. It just seems to be his space. Alright. Well, then now shall we discuss? You guys need a mode of travel, yes?
That is correct.
I assume you're planning on leaving the city.
Not just leaving the city, possibly cross-continental travel.
Ah, that's much harder. I can very easily supply you with horses. What is your preferred mode of travel? Would it be air, land, or sea?
I
Kind of hard to
believe
do transcontinental travel by doing everything by land, don't you think?
I, you have a point.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, Jean will be able to get us across the ocean. But traveling by land, well, the werewolf clans hunt each and every one of us, would be ill-advised unless we have a proper and safe way of being able to camp every night. That includes being able to secure our horses. Because the moment that we stop, if there's any werewolves within the area, they will smell us and they will come running.
The thing that happens when bumps happen in the night. Well, when it's night all the time, the bumps happen more.
I
Indeed.
might have an idea. And he points to Diana. You're well versed in magic, yeah?
She takes a puff from her wand and says, "I know some things."
Ah, well, I think I have somebody who could provide you with a spell that would be quite useful. And you see him look up, and he just kind of says to the room, "Alright, clown, where are you?" And you hear a that you all recognize.
Oh, if I was supposed to hear something, I did not hear it.
Oh, did you guys hear me now?
I think you cut out with whatever noise or sound you made.
Man, that. But okay, fuck my laughing. I guess it was. Yeah, you
Your
all.
laughing said no.
You all hear a.
Oh,
as,
we heard it that time.
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
as in a very familiar laugh that you all recognize, the same laugh that came out of that mysterious figure you were all confronted with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great, this Joker again.
I agree with you on that one, Jean. This is not going to be a fun time.
I don't know about you, darlings, but if it means me getting access to more magic, I don't mind.
But is it magic you're going to be able to use, is the question.
You see, a much flashier outfit, as you think this might be their actual form, as they're slab squatted up on this banister here. As you see this person.
Ah, the mad clown indeed.
And he goes, "Ah, I see my assistance is needed once again. Our friends here didn't seem to enjoy my company last time." "Yes, well, clown," and he snaps his fingers. "You have that spell where you can summon a castle, yeah?" "Oh, that little spell." And he claps his hands together and his fingers kind of wave back and forth. "I sure do." And he jumps down And you see him with a very much a jovial pep in his step, kind of walks to Victor, and he appears a scroll out of his hand, and he hands it to Victor. Anything for you, my friend?
I will point out, um, depending on the powerful magic that is, um, we are not strong enough to cast it.
Mm. Ah,
We are and nowhere near strong enough to be able to record it and use it permanently.
well, you see, my friend, this is my version of this spell, and it's a lot different from the one you might think you know. And he walks up to Diana. Your spell book. Do you have it?
Diana looks him up and down and says, "Of course, darling. I always have my spell book." She reaches into a pouch around her waist and pulls out, because she's practical. It's a travel-sized version of a spell book.
You
Bound
see
in blues and silvers.
you see him take the scroll, clap his hands around both sides, and it turns into confetti in his hands, and he goes, "Ha!" And the confetti drops onto the empty page of your book, Diana, and all of a sudden script appears as this spell is imprinted into your book. Now, this is a much simpler version of this spell. It will give you a space around the size of a log cabin that you can transform as you see fit. It should keep you away from prying eyes. And he points to Malik.
It's not just the prying eyes that we need to worry about. If we are traveling by foot, there needs to be enough space for the four of us, plus the additional friend we have yet to encounter, and those 5 horses. That is a large space.
I assure you there should be enough room.
So the four of you are just going to excuse me, the five of us, one notwithstanding, are just going to implicitly trust this gestured version of some sort of weird funhouse to stay in overnight.
Use
I
it.
mean, I
don't
don't
use
trust him
it.
at all.
he goes, use it. Don't use it. It's up to you. But if you'll excuse me, Victor, I have some other things to attend to. And in a of purple smoke, he disappears.
Swear I don't like that guy. He's giving me the creeps, he does.
Well, considering the amount of nihinium he has inside of his body, I don't trust him at all.
You see Victor shudder as he God. Yes, I also don't like dealing with him. But he is strong, and strength is something we have few in number. He turns to the desk that's over here. I will show you all of the research I have on Nihinium. Please, come take a look. And he gestures to the table.
I'll approach to observe.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to give me perception checks?
By all means.
Aye.
Terrible at them, but I'll make the attempt.
Oh,
Even with a +8, I roll an 11.
oh, Diana. Ah,
She's just pretty face.
Yeah.
just looking at her nails like, huh?
Yeah.
Like what? What's going
She's
on?
too busy. She's too busy like checking her spell book to be like, does this clown just mess with? Like spare confetti. She's like, "Mm." It's like glitter, darling. It gets everywhere.
The spell he put in your spell book was called Mobile Workshop.
Okay. If you give the description, or you can just copy paste it, send to me, whatever. I'll make it a custom spell and.
Yeah,
Deem
I
it
can
not.
I can send that to you later.
Oh.
But yeah, he just gestures to the table, and both Jean and Malik, as you look through the paperwork, you are able to see that he did suspect that this substance known as Nehinium was something more than just a new currency. So if I'm gathering all of this correctly, this is not just, and he picks up a tiny piece of Nehinium that's on the desk. This is not just currency anymore that we're aware of.
As I've already shown you, if I am to bring out the very increasingly large heart, again, it would be and heal it. It would be absorbed within it.
It's literal blood money.
I am not a fan of that. Alright. If you don't want to use the spell, I have one other idea. But it would require me pulling in a favor. That would require probably maybe a favor in return.
What do you need?
I have a friend who could possibly get us an airship. But they are few in number and very expensive.
I mean,
If
the big
we-
thing with an airship is if we can't bring it with us on Jean's ship, it would be a waste.
That is true. Flying an airship across the ocean is not possible anymore. But getting you across continent, it would make it quite easy. It would at least help you in that fact.
True. But at the same time, with us now having this so-called safety spell, as long as it is able to actually hold all 5 of us comfortably and all 5 of our horses comfortably, as far as I do not trust this clown brought all of us together, although for his own malicious reasons, and he is 100% using us, and we all know that.
Yes, from what I understand, he has some vendetta against a god.
It's I highly doubt, other than a small prank or two, he is going to harm his biggest chance at gaining access to Wish once more. because I have a high feeling that it is very unlikely that any other group of adventurers are able to get as strong as we were before the calamity. And that most of the adventurers who are stronger than us either died during the zombies and other attacks before city walls were fortified, or are being used as protection in other areas of the world.
That is true. And I assure you that spell will hold all of you. It will give you a space about as large as we're in now.
Should be more than adequate.
Yes, I believe that would be more than adequate, yes.
So why exactly is it near impossible to be traveling by airship? I've already got the figuring that the seas aren't as quite as calm as they used to be. The skies be just as dangerous.
The
On a
skies.
go after you.
The skies would be even more dangerous. Seeing that. What is their name? Hold on. I gotta look at my pantheon. Uh. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. For some reason, Voltaeus, the god of the sea, has been blowing airships out of the air every time they decide to cross the ocean. I am not sure why he does this, but eventually people stopped trying to travel via air. It's not necessarily the storms that would get you. It's more suddenly you would be struck by lightning and then you would become fish food.
So this Voltaire controls all the winds in the 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 ocean ways. What has he knows kind of brother or sister controlling the skies themselves?
Hmm. There was once a god of the sky. He died. Nobody ever took his place. Ever since then, Voltaeus has been the ruler of the sea and the sky.
How convenient for him.
Seems an awful lot of responsibility for just one god.
You would think, but he seems to quite enjoy it.
And considering how corrupt most of the gods have become, it's not surprising that they're doing whatever they want.
That is true.
So why does he have such a problem with the intercontinental travel?
I have the feeling that some deal was struck to prevent most forms of travel. Because do you know how hard it has been to freely trade with the other continents ever since this has happened?
Oh,
Well,
quite.
we're lucky to get a boat across the sea every few months. He moves around some papers on his desk, and he flips to one in particular. Something is going on with the king as well. I don't know what happened to their father and why he isn't monitoring his sons and daughters anymore. But the dragons seemed to work something out with some of the gods. I think they're trying to make us more subservient than we have in years past. And he hands over copies of travel records to each and every one of you, basically saying that there's been a few decrees by the quote unquote one true king that only certain trade goods and whatnot can be traded back and forth via continents.
Wondering if he's trying to limit certain productions of goods. On this list, are things like certain metals, woods, part of the goods that cannot be traded across the seas.
So, what's on the list of things that can't be traded? So, or things that like he doesn't want traded are like certain grains, certain types of wood, specifically like rarer types of wood that would only come from one continent or another. Um, any form of like bulk currency can no longer be traded across continent lines.
Wouldn't
Um,
this Nihilium be considered a bulk currency?
when you look at the list, you see Nihinium is on the approved list. Gold, silver, Electrum, all the other ones are on the non-approved list.
He's trying to reduce the price of, or he's at least trying to make the common currencies we are used to as scarce as humanly possible, so we abandon them and exclusively switch to Nihinium to ensure it's spread as much as possible across the 4 continents so that no one can repair the god of the moon easily without freeing the goddess of magic, which in itself is a task that is going to take months, if not years, to do so.
And if they ever need any more darlings, they can just find other gods to tear apart.
Exactly. It definitely feels like between Tyrandros abandoning us in a sense of letting his children do what they want, the gods banishing the goddess of magic, and removing our access to grant our greatest wishes, as well as the fact that intercontinental travel is being limited, they're trying to ensure that any possible uprisings or revolutions are limited to the continent itself. Because don't forget, it's not just Wish that they've blocked access to. The only real possible way we can get across or around anywhere on a continent now is teleportation circle, and even those are incredibly rare or all but been shut down. Gate is also gone. We have no way of being able to easily transport an entire army through Gate because it is also locked.
Victor taps his nose and points to Malik. That is correct. I do not know why they're like this.
Something tells me that there is something corrupting not only the one true king, but the gods themselves. Something happened before the god of the moon fell, and the god of the moon knows what it is. It's probably why they were the ones sacrificed. The best way to ensure that no information travels or happens is to shatter it into a billion pieces.
Well, And also, according to the Mad Clown, darling, there's at least one other goddess that knows the situation.
It's also very true.
Oh, Anna.
Yes. But no one's seen her in a long time.
Not since the last God Council meeting. Before the blood moon rose. I
Do you
have the
happen...
feeling. Go ahead.
Were there any before the moon fell? Back when we still had better records of certain things,
Mm-hmm.
were there any possible star shower sightings within the last month or two before the moon disappeared? What is an easier way to hide thyself than to become nothing more than a falling star?
Falling stars, falling stars. Wait a minute. He very quickly shoves some papers down off the table onto the floor, and you see him take out a key from his pocket, and he puts it into the table and turns it, and you hear a click. And he flips up the table, at least a part of it anyway, that seemed to be a secret compartment, and he takes out a even smaller kind of ledger that you see, and he flips through it. Falling stars, falling stars, falling stars. Here. 2 years, 15 days ago, there was a sighting that fell around. He keeps looking. He flips through another page. It fell around directly into the Lake of Songs? Yes. Yes, here it is. And he flips the letter around for you all to see. The last falling star to ever be seen landed straight into the Lake of Songs.
Funny enough, that was where we were contemplating on going. That was our first stop. Who better to then crew the ship of the sea than the people of the sea who are stuck on this continent?
You know, that sounds like a good idea.
Jean has a ship that is able to be transported, and the people of the sea are next to the best sailors around, other than those waiting at ports, at least those who have survived thus far. But that's why if she really truly hid herself in the Lake of Songs, or at least became one of the people of the sea to hide herself, that would be the perfect place to hide. Because no one would think that the goddess of the stars would use such an easy tactic. They would just think of it as nothing more than a star shower. But I have a high feeling that she's there. And that's where we need to go next.
When it comes to Wish, do you all have the complete list of components?
I believe we do. Hold on, let me pull up my notes. No, I don't have it written down. I thought I did. But I know we have a piece of it, right?
We have a box of pixie dust. It's
Yeah, I
the
know.
second hardest component to find.
Yeah, and
That's
then
all.
the hardest is drop of pure blood from a divine being.
Mm-hmm. Divine being, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the components again? So I want a drop of untainted.
Yeah,
divine
a drop of pure blood from a divine being. A pinch of pixie dust is what it says.
Mhm.
Uh, a sprig of crystalline mistletoe. He pulls out a piece of paper, by the way, and he hands it over to you guys.
And then what else? Is that it?
Oh, hold on. Do.
You'd think there'd be some sort of body part of a unicorn in there.
Funny enough, horn of the unicorn.
Aye, there it is.
The tears of a siren.
Oh, that one be a dangerous one to get.
And this one is probably going to be one of the hardest to obtain. Fire from the plane of fire.
But we still have access to planar travel. Level 6 is still within our reach.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
How
or
do you
not we're-
suppose to be capturing something like fire on a plane of fire?
It's possible.
There are
It's-
ways. There are magic items to do so.
Yes.
And last, but not least, you have the beard of a frost giant.
Do you need the whole thing or just a snippet?
Just a snippet should do. But good luck getting a frost giant to cut his beard.
If we only need a snippet, we just ask him if he doesn't mind if he doesn't mind getting a trim.
Well, darling, if you want to talk to her frost giant and try to convince him of that, be my guest.
I will not try to say that this will be easy. Like you said, none of us here trust that clown.
No.
But I have someone you need
That's
to meet
okay.
that you can trust. He is a friend of mine, and he lives in the Lake of Songs.
You might this be.
If Awana is as corrupt as he claims her to be, will she actually help us? Or are we just doomed?
Well, we would need Ohana's help?
Well, I mean, she knows more than she has told.
That I honestly do not know.
And considering he wants to kill her, and no doubt he's currently listening, he now knows where she is.
That is true. He's always listening. I will The friend's name. They are very trustworthy. She is rather eccentric, though. I hope that is okay. She's a
What'd you
Harrigan.
say? A what?
A Harrigan. A bunny folk?
Oh.
Her name is Lorelei Springtail. I put it in the chat for you guys.
Thank you.
She is currently the advisor to the quote-unquote mayor of the Lake of Songs. They've never really had a mayor, but let's just say he's not the most brightest bulb in the bunch.
Well, I mean, irregardless, the Lego Songs is definitely was and is even more so our first stop before heading north towards Figgis. Because once we get to Figgis, Gene can deploy their boat, we have a crew, and we can work our way to finding our way to the lion turtle that has re-emerged in the sea.
Yes, we've gotten recent reports, and he flips around a few pages on the desk, and he hands it to Gene specifically because it's a report about the ocean. We've gotten reports that it's residing about 1,000 or 1,000 to 3,000 meters off the shore of Figgis. It seems to be wandering around that area. Seems to be looking for something. I'm not sure how. What's the word I'm looking for? Familiar you are with sea creatures.
I mean, if it's looking for something around that area, excuse me, since either the time of the fall or after the fall, more specifically, have there been any specific boats that went down around that area? Or do we possibly have them manifest?
Boats that would have gone down. I wouldn't have that information.
Then we'll have to get it in figures. More than likely, they would have had to have recorded anything leaving the port before it would have gone. Because if we could find possibly what was on one of those boats in that area, it might narrow down what exactly we're looking for. Or more specifically, what the lion turtle is looking for.
Speaking of recordings, what exactly do we know about this Isle of Figgis? Particularly its topography, if you haven't ships going down there so easily.
It's not an island. Figgis is just the port city to the north.
Oh, my. Sorry, I thought you said Isle of Figgis.
No, the port of Figgis. My apologies.
Well, I will have to warn. If you do go overseas, there is a new landmass where the true king now resides. He created an entire new island in the middle of the convergence just for himself, and he made a entirely new city to which now people reside.
But people probably only loyal to him.
Yes, and he so aptly named it the Isle of Dragons.
Should have been naming it the Isle of Ego.
It sure fucking is.
So, if that is the Isle of Dragons, what happens? Is Dragon's Nest empty then?
It's not empty. It's currently being. The one who resides there stopped caring a long time ago. It was the one who used to protect the king of this continent, the Harville family.
And who was that?
What was his name? Hold on, give me a minute.
You're good. I've been very questionative today.
Ah, uh, Marakai, the topaz dragon.
Is he pretty much the only resident left?
From what I understand, the other dragons have scattered to the far corners of the earth, either hidden away or battling with their siblings over territory.
Interesting.
So had the dragon just made himself a recluse over there?
They've all pretty much made themselves recluses. But he extra doesn't care. He has turned himself away from his human friends. The king, the former king of Duranga, Frederick Harville, was one of his dear friends. And when his brother murdered him in cold blood, he just kind of gave up. From what I understand, there is but one dragon still on the sides of humanity.
And that would be?
The Emerald Dragon, Rengier. It's said you can find him alongside the one god who is still on the side of humanity. And that would be Panlea. Where they both are, that is yet to be seen.
And it's the topaz dragon that's still in Dragon's Nest, right?
Yes, he has made it his home. But from what I understand, it has become just a place of debauchery, from what I understand.
Oh, debauchery, you say?
Mm.
Sounds like a fun vacation.
From what
It
I
actually
understand,
might-
from what I understand, he does nothing but numb himself with booze, assorted drugs, and the company of women.
That it actually might behoove us to eventually make our way there. Not for him, because if he's the only dragon left there, and he's not really paying attention or giving a shit, he's not watching the other powers, the other dragons' nests that have been abandoned. There is no way something has been lost or forgotten in that place. And it would be advised to at least give it a good scouring to ensure that we check through it, because dragons are good at keeping things and hiding things.
It is said that the god of dragons himself abandoned his horde there. I do not know if this is true.
And if it is there, then that would be a huge advantageous find. Not just for us specifically in a monetary sense, but more in a being able to fund a campaign sense. Having access to proper currency that is not Nehinium and making Nehinium be abolished on this continent would be easier with access to a horde such as that. The other thing, by possibly disturbing Tyrandros's horde, we might be able to get him to come out of hiding.
Yes, that would probably piss him off quite handily. If we're gonna need help.
It's determining what we should be doing before leaving this continent. That is the biggest problem. Bits and pieces and areas within Duronga are all needing help, and all have clues and keys as to adding a piece to the puzzle that we have started to at least generate the edges of.
Well, also the most important things, darling, is weren't we asked, tasked, and something to keep in mind that we should first secure this city, this place? I don't want to
That
put
is
the cart before the horses.
that is also true. There are still definitely people within this city who are part of the Black Death and part of the Vipers who we need to get out of this city and then lock this city down.
If your goal is to purge this city of the Black Death and Vipers, I know exactly where to start. I got this the other day. And another box is brought out of that cubby hole that he opened. And he sets it down. And he opens it up and he pulls out a very fresh looking black rose with a note that comes out after it.
And what does this note say?
It simply states when he opens it, your sewers contain snakes. Signed, the Phantom of the Sky.
Phantom of the Sky.
Oh, everyone has their own dramatic names, darling. It's getting cumbersome.
It is.
I rather like it. Phantom in the Sky.
The
Sounds inviting.
Phantom of the Sky is a moniker that has been passed down from generation to generation of assassin. Specifically, the assassins who rule all others are named the Phantom of the Sky.
So you're saying even assassins have a hierarchy?
They sure do.
Yes. It's because I mean, it is a black rose. It means that he's still following the old traditions of the Black Rose.
Yes. What was the
Not
name
the
of that new subsidiary again? Did I actually reveal that?
I don't think you've revealed that name because the only thing I have here,
I have
is-
Black Death. I have Bloody Vipers.
and the Wild Claw, but I don't think you revealed who the new subsect of the Black Rose was. We've talked about it.
Let's see if he can remember. Hold on.
Yeah.
Negative. He goes, I heard their name once, but I lost it. Something to do
Yes.
with thorns, I think. They made some pun about roses have thorns and thorns can be separated from roses. It was silly. But from what I understand, they have made a new section of assassins that does not follow the old ways. But if we're going to need help, he picks up the black rose. You should find the ones that do and convince them to be on our side. That network could be across the world and could be invaluable to us. But when they sent this message telling us that our sewers contained snakes, I think that means the Bloody Vipers, or the Black Death, or both, have set up a hideout somewhere in our sewers.
I have a feeling it's the Vipers over the Death. It definitely seemed that from the Black Death we encountered in this very pub, that they don't have a foothold yet. That this was the start of that foothold.
Hmm.
So it is probably the Vipers. And knowing how the Vipers have been acting with these magical bracelets that we have been seeing, they are very much slowly trying to take over using political charm in the sense of take the masses by force slowly over time, make them their puppets.
There is someone you should probably see before going into the sewers. The person that the one true king put in charge of Durunga before leaving.
I thought that was technically you.
Technically.
Oh, technically. Oh, there's someone who's actually.
I'm. Let's just say the king may have gotten word that I'm not fully loyal to him.
Fair enough.
I
And where
am
can I...
in charge in a paper sense, but the one who actually lives in the castle gets final say these days. He is the child of the previous king, who, from what I understand and have found out, conspired in killing his father. We need to know where his loyalties actually lie. And that's what I want you all to find out.
And if we just so happen to talk to this individual, darling, then maybe whispers on the wind will reach uh, this person in charge of the assassins, and happen chance may have us interacting.
Hmm. I think it would be best to figure out if he is a puppet or can be swayed to come to our side.
If he's nothing more than a puppet, then he will be a puppet whose strings will be cut.
Hmm.
So, if this son of the old king conspired to kill his father and put this new king in place, what could we, poor lowly band of adventurers, possibly offer him to switch sides?
It's not necessarily that we need to offer him something, Jean. It's that we have definitely know that there are forces influencing and corrupting people, and have been for the better part of who knows how long before the moon fell. Who's to say he is not corrupted by a demon, dark spirit, or an entity from beyond the stars?
So you're suggesting that maybe his turncoat towards his father was not of his own doing.
Possibly. Remember that in political settings, when a son wants nothing more than to be the king, kills his father in the hopes and dreams he will become the king. But when somebody else takes his place, that rage and anger that was directed towards their father goes directly towards those who stole the throne.
Or it could be that he was simply saving his own life. He was made an offer he couldn't
That is also very likely as well.
refuse. There are things going on. Whatever's going on sounds very dangerous on multiple levels if it's infecting gods and goddesses. So who knows? That's part of the fun is finding out why, isn't it?
Ah, the childish temper tantrums of that which you call politics.
It's true.
It is tedious and tiring, darlings, but it has its place for certain things. But again, part of the charm is finding out what is going on because there are a lot of moving parts. But as opposed to starting big and going small, let's go small. Find the locals, see what happens.
Well, I don't know about any of you, but before we even think about going after these vipers, I think it is probably a good idea to take a rest. We have had a lot happen to us within the past 24 hours. And I
Yes.
don't know about all of you, but I am very, very low on spells.
Oh, darlings, I've been having a headache for the past 3 hours. I'm just powering through it.
Not to pile on the headaches, but if these vipers are in the sewer, does anyone happen to have a map? I haven't been in there myself, but I can venture a guess that these sewers are not just simple, you know, tunnels for waste. It could extend all over the city. How are we
Uh,
supposed to find something like that?
uh, he tosses you a scroll, Jean Victor. Ah, that is a map of the Undercity.
All right, see.
And you are correct.
Oh
The
my.
sewer system spans the entire city.
Benign me, Riot Tile. How are we supposed to start this?
Hmm. That's why I was suggesting you talk to. Ah, his name is Zythor, by the way. Zythor Harville. I'll put that in the chat for you.
That's
The son of the
Alright.
old king.
yeah. Okay. So we talk to him first.
I think if anyone might slip up and reveal that there are rats in the city, are the one who may have provided the rats. Or
I mean,
snakes, whichever.
The other thing is, hold on, let me double check something. Before I wake up tomorrow morning, I can ensure that he is quite truthful.
Hmm.
That is good to know, darling. And
Tyr,
before we
you okay
engage,
over there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got like a mild headache and got hit by a wave of fatigue. I'm okay though. I just meant be a little more quiet than usual.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, we forgive you, and just are still glad that you are here and piping in when you feel like it.
Yes.
uh Diana's just like, and before we talk to this individual, I can ritual cast detect magic to see if there's anything
Hinky?
in the air in the area that we need to keep an eye on.
That's probably a good idea.
You are all welcome to stay here. There are actual rooms connected to here, and uh, he points over to a section of the wall that actually looks like a door. Through that door are several guest rooms. There should be plenty for each of you.
It's
That's mighty
appreciated.
gracious of you, Victor.
Yes, I know I've thrown a lot at you guys.
Well, we also threw a lot at you.
He grabs the bridge of his nose. Yeah. Yeah.
It's only fair, darling.
Mm. Trust me. And, Jean, to your sentiment of not knowing where to start, this is what I've been dealing with for the past year and a half.
Nothing is ever easy.
No. I have been trying to decide where to start, but I only have so much knowledge. You saw my workers out there, even testing Nehinium in various ways to see what happens when it is messed with.
If you've been doing these experiments with Nehedium, how is it you haven't found that connective influence yet?
Why would
Why
you ever
just
heal a material?
Exactly. I. None of us ever thought to use healing magic. I mean,
all right?
want to know something else that's terrifying? Nehinium has been used to create new kinds of potions. Many new kinds of potions.
If I'm curious about a test that I don't know if anyone's actually done. Because why would you?
What would that be?
I don't have the ability to do so, but have you ever tried mending Nehinium? And what the results were? Because essentially it is a technical form of healing in its own sense for things of non-organic life.
I have the feeling, because we have done that. We've broken pieces of Nehinium apart and mended it back together.
So it will go back together in that sense.
I specifically believe it is the healing of the divine that is what's
That's
putting
what I
it back
figured.
together.
That's what I figured, but it was just something I needed to throw out there.
Yes, I have the feeling it's specifically clerical healing. Or, the healing that you and paladins or, hell, even some druids can do.
And considering healing magic as a whole, since the fall of the moon has gotten worse slash non-existent, it's now it's a lot easier to see why Nihinium hasn't been exposed. With the gods in turmoil, clerics are a rarity.
We've done countless things to Nihinium. We've put it in street lamps. It is so scattered among the world. It would be nigh impossible to gather all of it together.
Hence the reason my wish is the only option.
What even would you wish for? You got to remember that one wrong word with wish, and it'll monkey's paw the fuck out of you.
I mean, yes, you are incredibly accurate within that regards.
It's so technically
I've-
correct too.
The correct wording that I have pretty much ascertained to ensure a proper effect occurring is that in every space across this planet, I wish for cure wounds to be casted at the exact same time upon the ending of this phrase.
Huh. He thinks for a moment as he taps his chin. That could work. But the outcome could be catastrophic.
Well, it depends on the only other way would be to do it continent by continent, which then would require people to be able to interfere with us, as we would only be able to cast wish once a day. It's there. The catastrophic events, yes, would be problematic. Either that, or it would be a 2-day event in the I wish that all pieces of Nihinium, either ingested, undiscovered, or processed across this world, be brought into the space of this empty field before me and now.
That seemed to be a more straightforward wish.
Yes, but again, like I said, it is a wish that requires another wish to do. Because a simple healing spell on that much Nihinium probably isn't going to cut it. A wish spell of immense magical healing would be required.
Yes. The thing
Why-
is... go ahead.
If you have a spell as powerful as wish, why are you just going so small term with the cure wounds? Don't the clerics have like regeneration spells?
Yes, but the thing is we have no idea how much healing magic. I mean, a simple cure wounds is all we've used so far. It's just the basis for what I started with.
I have an idea. You see him literally swipe his arms across the desk, and his papers all go scattering like across the floor here. As he takes that brick of Nihinium that he showed you.
Oh, that brick of Nihinium is in the heart, honey.
Oh, fuck.
He it's another brick of Nehenium.
He runs quickly out to the workshop floor here and grabs another large chunk of Nehenium that they have and runs back.
He's like, hold that thought!
You see him go, hold, grabs it, puts it on the desk, and you see him place a diamond worth about 100 gold on the table next to it. And you're going to see him plant both his hands on the chunk of Nehenium as you see his eyes glow a deep purple, and you hear him say, Revivify. And he casts Revivify on the Nehenium.
And
Do. Give me a second.
Oh, it's funny. Spells have gotten cheaper since last I remember. Could have sworn the Revivify took 300 gold's worth of diamonds.
Was it 300? I thought it was 100.
what is? I think it is 300.
Oh.
Well,
Hold on.
I
Fuck.
play cleric on Sunday, so
It is 300 gold.
boss.
It's okay. For the sake of explaining everything, I mean, you don't necessarily have to bring out a bar. You could have just asked for the heart and seen what the results should realistically be the same. Should they not? Question mark.
Do you don't know?
Well, being a cleric and seeing the components that you were about to do, that you be pulling out, and doing it to the Nehenium, I would be like, before you do that, why don't we try it on this plus that and see what happens? Because as it stands, we have a heart the size of my chest,
Okay.
plus that new bar that you've put down. The more the better? Question mark?
Then he goes, yeah, okay.
I mean, if you're doing what I think you're doing in trying to semi-restore the essence of the god of the moon, bigger is better?
I suppose that is true. So you sit down the heart before he does this?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Pull it out of my pack.
I would say, yeah, like, I would suggest that we pull it out, like, we would be pulling it out of his pack and just, like, this seems like the better option to do.
And you see him put his hands in Revivify. And the divine magic flows into the Nehenium. And as the magic flows into the Nehenium, you see it start to warble and stretch as it becomes larger and larger as the heart is pulled into the bar and starts to become this amalgamation of ooze, and it starts to get larger and larger, and he goes, that's not good. As this large, imposing pile of ooze that was once Nehenium forms in the middle of the room. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative. As you see this appear. Boop. As a monster of ooze appears and you just hear a
Oh, great. You guys just had to do that today, didn't you?
Apparently so. Oops.
Boop boo boo. And let's take a quick break.
I'll be back.
Oh my god. I mean, I have a
What
thing
the
I can
fuck?
try. I have a
What the
thing I can
fuck?
actually try.
What could possibly go wrong? Putting a heart
Uh-oh.
next to
I don't think the turn order was cleared from last time.
it wasn't
I
on
feel
it.
like it was. It wasn't there when yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, because I rolled a 23.
Yeah, 23, 22, 5.
Oh,
Yeah, all our...
well, there's still werewolves on it, so.
Not that we can see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, we don't see werewolves.
We don't see no werewolves.
Okay, Diana, what did you just roll? A 23?
Yeah, 23.
Okay, getting rid of that. Gene, what did you roll?
22.
22.
Get rid of the 19. Mile, what
Uh,
did you... Oh, he walked away, didn't he?
He got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got a 14.
I got a 5.
Or a 14.16, to be specific.
Okay, then let me get rid of the Mal. It's an 18. Malik, you got a 14, you said?
14.16, yep.
Okay, bloop.
It's weird that you're seeing the old one, considering...
Yeah, I never cleared it. That's the thing.
But why is it that we don't see it that way?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's very weird. Maybe it's just roll 20 being roll 20.
It's roll 20 being roll 20. Let me roll the oozes initiative.
Did you like the meme I made, Zoro?
I have not seen it yet. Hold on. Why aren't you clicking? Hello? Are you on a different layer? What is happening? Hello? Layers! What's happening with my layers? No! Map? Oh, you were put on the wrong layer. Token layer, dummy.
Yeah, that happens.
I was like, what is happening? There you go. What meme did you do? Your favorite post? Uh-oh. I love that. Alright. I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick.
I still love the chronomancy ability to have high initiative.
I hope it doesn't feel like I'm chewing up the scene too much.
Hmm?
I said, I hope it doesn't feel like I'm chewing up the scene too much.
Oh, it's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, I think we're all interacting together way.
Yeah, we're finding out information in this world and we're uncovering like a deity plus level plot. So it's going to be a lot of what do we do?
This does happen to feel like it's a plot heavy or the very talkative episode.
Yeah, we'll find. Well, and that was also the last episode as well, which is fine. But it is definitely setting up the like heroes are a league of tasks to do, and once we start the tasks, we're going to be going. I'm really glad we took that short rest so I got some of my spells back. But Diana, it's definitely going to need a long-term, going to need a long rest after this.
Yeah, I do find that kind of funny to see, and because like, wait a minute, I got an idea. Trashes all the papers off the desk.
Yeah.
Like, wait, searches around. It's like, wait, it's around here someplace. I got a workshop full of it. Grabs another bar in the Hymenium, attempts to cast Revivify, and then, boop, enemy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh jeez.
I mean, I have an idea. Like, I have enough spell slots that I can do Anna. Because I'm going Lesser Restoration as my first turn to see if that has any effect. Because it definitely feels like this is a corrupted version of Nehemium, and that maybe at least trying that might work.
Doesn't lesser restoration only work with like poisons and like curing diseases?
Yeah, but who knows what exactly is wrong with this thing? Maybe Lesser Restoration is enough, or maybe it's a good enough place to start.
I'm not saying don't do it. It's like
Yeah.
just making sure I had the spell right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just because of the fact that I don't have access to Greater and I don't have the Diamond Dust to do it, you know. Just because, unlike the rest of you, I'm a multi, so I'm only 3 cleric, so I don't have access to everything else.
Mm. What's your other parts?
Monk.
Ah, wait, cleric and monk?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I've never
My
played a monk, so I don't know how well that fits.
well, my end goal is, with the whole thing was to do like Way of the Mercy Monk,
Oh,
like the
okay.
healing monk.
Yeah.
But I don't know how deep into each pillar I need to go. I just was like, he initially, like, in the way that his story was, like, he sent to a monastery to become a monk, and then because of the, getting attacked by the Dompier and then werewolf, that kind of got thrown into, the chaos of the world,
Mm-hmm.
because he got turned into, you know these things and was revived, by the god of death, stating that it wasn't his time and that he was, to be his instrument in the world. So that's kind of where I'm going with a lot of it.
Also, mechanically, yes, it works because the clerics and monks both have wisdom as their
Mm-hmm.
spell save,
Oh,
key
okay.
save things.
Yeah, that was one of the other reasons, is that it'd be fun. I did. Because, like, eventually, like, I definitely feel like I might not necessarily go too much more into it, but I definitely am enjoying where the game is going. I mean, it also helps me adapt to the character better. Where the game is going, I definitely feel like I might go more cleric first for a while before I maybe go back into monk, if I do any at all.
Is there something? I mean, wouldn't you want to at least get up into whatever level the subclass the monk would need
I mean,
in order to
maybe.
get those benefits before going to one side or the other?
Well, the well, it's all very dependent on where I feel like I'm needed as part of the party.
Mm-hmm.
as a whole, and that's where a lot of my decision making is coming. Like, I mean, luckily enough, I have access to a ring of healing that, it makes it to where I'm at least a little more beneficial. Um, but, there's only so much that's going to be able to carry me, but we actually need me to have more spell slots than the few I can cast with that.
What's the class of cleric?
I'm a Grave Cleric.
Oh, grave. Okay.
Because I wanted to play something I've never played before. Cleric was one I haven't, so. Because I typically almost exclusively play a life cleric in almost every game that I'm necessarily forced to play a cleric, which I don't ever mind. I love life cleric. Life cleric is the best. But with this one and the access to like the magical items and everything like that Colby has given us, I've got to do something different and unique and flavorful.
What happened?
We were just talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Every cleric that I have ever played in any game has always been a grave cleric.
I am back, and I have a chicken burrito.
Welcome back.
Mm.
I prefer Twilight Cleric.
Ooh, I've never done that.
I love Twilight Cleric.
Twilight Cleric is busted.
It is. It's so good.
I will be back down at my PC in just a few minutes.
Yeah, it is just about as busted as Peace Cleric.
No one lets anyone play Peace Cleric, so.
Cleric.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I got a buffalo chicken dip burrito.
Mm.
Hey.
I have a rice, bean, and turkey burrito.
Mmm.
I just also have to give myself some.
I just had a sandwich earlier because we're starting early.
I had something before. I just had just a rice and cheese burrito earlier before we started, while I was playing Digimon. But
While we're waiting, for funsies, I'm gonna make a cleric monk character.
yeah, I think that's why I wanted to try it. I think it's an interesting combo that I've never before. That I think is really cool.
Well, I'm just saying like how I would make it and how I would, because I always like.
Everybody does things differently, yeah.
Okay. Because my hard and fast rule, especially if you know you're multi-classing into something, if one of your things is a martial class, getting 5 levels in that sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Especially if you plan on doing the punchy or the stabby or the whatever, because of the multi-attack.
But I already have multi-attack.
Oh, right. Oh, in your case, that's less cumbersome.
Yeah, that's the thing. Being a werewolf, I already technically have multi-attack. I can do a claw and a bite attack.
You feeling any better, Tier?
Not yet, but I did get a Mountain Dew Code Red for the caffeine, so I'm hoping that'll help perk me up. Sorry if I disappeared very suddenly. My partner got home, and so I wanted to say hi to them.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
You're good, Bubby.
I heard you say let's take a break, and I was like, okay. I guess
Yep. I was hungry, so I was like, need break, need food.
Yeah, I know, that worked out. That worked out nicely. Thank you.
Yep, I got to make some food.
Let me go ahead and get a swig of this.
Take
I
some.
can start working on some magic.
Would you take your Adderall today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I just wanted to check just to make sure.
I also like part of it too. Maybe there was a certain level. There was a certain level of excitement of yesterday from my interview.
Oh,
Oh,
you might be
and
just
then
you may be emotional crushing.
that and the high from the game stuff I picked up after the interview, and then this morning when I woke up, I got up, got ready, and then went and did a bunch of shopping. Got my car, put gas in my car, got my car washed, picked up lunch, grabbed a drink from another place. Like I did a bunch of running around, and then got home, and then was like had started laundry before and had laundry still going after. So yeah, I've been really busy slash productive, and I think my energy level is just going. You can't sustain this. But on the plus note of the day, well, a plus note of the day, not the only one by any stretch. I believe I have received a book from one of my Kickstarters.
Nice.
So I'm gonna open that booklet if I can.
Oh, so I did make those adjustments to my book we talked about, by the way.
Oh yeah, how'd it work?
Very
for
nice.
you?
I liked how I rewrote it. So
Oh, excellent. Well, good. That is ideal. Always
mm,
good to like what you do artistically.
yeah, it looks like chapter 3 is going to be the longest so far. So
That's not unusual for chapters to get longer as they go, I don't think. Um, quick little thing, Jay. You know that Mystic Reforged I talked to you about, where you can
Oh, you
make your own
finally got the book.
spells? I got the
Yeah.
actual book.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Kickstarter I did for a process whereby you can make your own spells, and I think possibly evolving items as well.
Very nice.
So it's a whole thing. No, wait. This is not the one I thought. No, okay, Mystic Reforged. This is one where you can do 10th level magic. I'm sorry.
I was like, I know it's one of the ones, but I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, this is one where you can do 10th level magic. It's got a whole system where you give up your class's capstone ability to learn 10th level magic instead.
Ooh, I might not do that then.
Ooh, super tier magic.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But
I was
yeah,
about
for
to
my
say,
game, that probably
is everyone
yeah.
back and ready?
I'm back
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
As a /reaction/free action, before combat truly officially starts, I will say, try to restore it before combat begins.
Try to restore it? What do you mean?
Restoration. I'm going to try something. I don't know what he has access, what level of spells he has access to. You'll see what I'm going to try and do on my turn.
Okay. He so okay, I was supposed to say, is everyone back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiji?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. So as you go to say that, the large arm of this ooze snatches out, grabs Victor, and absorbs it into him, and he's like, "Fuck, fuck!"
Never mind.
Uh-huh.
Guess that's not going to happen.
Hold on. Let me get some more appropriate music here. damn it. No! Stop that. Bad computer. Yeah, like that. Do. I have a process, don't worry. Oh, wait. No, is stupid Discord. There we go. Paste. Yeah. All right. So, Diana,
Oh, that's
you
appropriate music.
you are up first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that's not surprising, but the music changed for me. I was like, okay, I like this.
I like this a lot. This is great
Mhm.
battle music.
So, what are you going to do?
You notice that whenever Diana starts combat, there seems to be a little bit of a green glowing energy around her,
Mm-hmm.
like as she begins to assume like a battle stance.
Yep.
But she's going to, if it'll let me, hold on. I'm gonna take a step back, just being a little bit away, being the flimsy that she is.
Yep.
Do I feel like there's a way for me to hit this creature without harming Victor?
This creature is very large, so yes.
Okay. Okay. We're just going to test some things out. I don't want to do too much, as it were, and I'm sure my new friends have some nice nice spells to use and engagement. So Diana's just going to, as she's taking a drag, just hold up her finger, and as opposed from coming from her wand, the finger she casts Ray of Frost.
Ah. Get it. So
A
that's
26 to hit for 1 damage.
That. Oh, no. Well,
But
that
the
hits.
the good news is it has 10 less movement speed.
Oh, I mean, okay, cool. Oh, wow. It can't move very far at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's Diana blasts it just a little bit, so, because she's trying not to hit, even though it's big. Like she's like, eh. So just be careful, darlings. I'll assist as best as I can, and that's going to be her turn.
All right, Gene.
Right, so we got the very large creature. How large is the desk from the legs to the table?
Probably about like 4 feet high, something like that. It's probably like waist level.
Okay, good. Now, how long, like, from this top end to that end?
Like width-wise or length-wise?
Width-wise?
Probably about 3 feet.
Alright. I'd like to go underneath the desk here
Uh-huh.
and call out to Malik to be getting out of the way. And I am going to hold my action to push the table upward to spill the creature out towards that area.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
okay,
All right.
interesting.
All right. Malik.
Okay. Knowing what you're gonna try to do, I'm still gonna try my thing first. I am going to begin to chant some words as my hand begins to glow a black, you know, in the sense that as it does with all of my magic,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to reach my hand out to this creature, and attempt to try to purify it in some ways.
Lesser restoration. Huh.
We don't know. We don't know how things interact with this. I'm tossing a educated guess.
Hold on. Hold. Ooh. 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 Okay. You see the ooze's face shift and contort. You see the pale visage of what looks like a humanoid face coming through, and you hear in a very broken voice, "Please, no more." And the face reverts back into the ooze.
Okay.
Do I recognize the face?
Give anyone who wants to give me a history check in the middle of battle.
Oh, I'm going on. I'm pretty good at these. I'm real good at these.
Right. All three of you have passed so far. Gene.
I'm underneath the table. I wouldn't have
Oh,
seen
that is true. You wouldn't have seen it. But the three of you recognize that face as the god of the moon. For a split second, the god of moon was there, and then it recontorted back into the creature.
I have questions later.
Oh, I have questions now, darling.
My magic just isn't strong enough to bring it back into itself. Its corruption is too powerful for lesser restoration.
You are lucky that even worked.
Man, I would try things. This world has weird rules, and I like it. I'm going for it.
I was about to say, Malik, are you still moving?
Knowing that what that has occurred and that it's not enough, that we are going to have to vanquish and fight this creature, I am going to, since I do not have a bonus action to disengage, I'm just gonna have to get out of the way. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move over 20, 25. 35, and I'm gonna get over here. Beside Malkael. With my 35 feet of movement.
All right. So that Kichi, that would trigger your action.
Right, upsy daisy.
Give me a strength check, I suppose.
Like straight strength?
Athletics.
Or in athletics.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
If I had an action, I would have helped you, but I didn't.
it would have been athletics. Yeah.
How far away are you?
14. That's enough. Kichi, you are not the strongest person in the world, but you are able to shove the table over as the creature spills out onto this side of the floor. All right. Now it is the ooze's turn.
10 less movement speed. Woo!
Do we all get half cover for being behind a 3-foot table?
You sure do. You see its arms, as it moves its measly 10 feet of movement. And that's all it can go. It
Lol.
has a... What's your reach, friend? Oh boy, it can't reach any of you.
I was gonna say for this sake.
You're going to see it put its hands together and slam against the table with full force. As you see it do 18 damage to the table and just shatter it in half.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then I'm assuming, for the sake of what I have drawn, it's just he's destroyed the table and can walk right through it.
Oh yeah, sure can. All right, Malkael.
Right, the helium is really strong.
Sure is, friend.
And it looks like we have to be doing this, and looks like we have to knock this thing out, darlings.
Oh, Malkael's like, get in a six face, fuck it. You swinging this her? Is that what you're doing? Oh, yep, sure is. Does that hit though? Oh, that misses, sir. I am so sorry.
As a... what is this? As a reaction, you see Diana sees Michael mid-swing, and Diana's like, I don't think that's going to be enough. She inhales, and as she exhales, a deep green smoke comes from her mouth. I'm going to use Chronal Shift as a reaction. Re-roll that, my wonderful paladin.
Ooh.
Interesting. All right.
Here's the ability. Chronal Shift.
Second level magic features you control. All the time around you. Oh, that's gross. Nice.
And I can decide after if it's a success or failure. So when I heard
Oh.
failure,
Gotta love chronoturgy. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
so Michael, you get to attack again. Reroll that.
Swing better. Oh, that hits.
That'll hit.
Roll that damage.
I can only use it twice for long rest. This is one.
I just realized that I was muted. I apologize.
I was like,
but
okay. I assumed you weren't talking because of the headache. So
No. I muted because I was holding up a bag of chips and I didn't want the crackling to come through.
oh, fair enough.
Sorry. No, I am expending a first level spell slot and will be smiting.
Hell yeah. All right.
Smite.
So I will roll the base damage, which is 9, and then add 2d8 to that. So let me pull this up here. D8s, 2 of them.
Oh, almost max damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, so 24 damage, 15 of which is radiant.
Okay. So you're gonna be cutting the 9 in half, but doubling the 15.
So 35,
Yes.
30 radiant, and 5 slashing?
Yes.
Damn!
Good shit, brah. Well played on that reroll, Diana.
Hell yeah.
Yes, indeed.
As
Why do you
your
think Diana and Michael work together so well?
as your divine energy, Malkael, slashes into this ooze, you see it open up. You see the flash, that deep purple that was coming from the inside of like the mad clown, the same kind of deep purple, opens up, and it has that same color. As you see it burn some away with your divine magic, it closes back up.
When it opens up, like, do I actually see like a Nehenium core at the center of it?
You do.
I would like to. Can I do a reaction to seeing that?
Sure.
Because I'd like to reach in and try and snatch it out.
Oh.
Ooh.
What do I need to roll to try that?
You're using your reaction to do this?
Sure.
Okay. If
That
you
feels,
use
that
your
feels appropriate.
Yeah, if you use your reaction to do so, I will allow you to use an athletics check to try to yank it out.
Okay. I will make an athletics check. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, yeah!
All right then. Neat. So Malkael, you retch your hand into the ooze. You grip what you actually see is a new Nehenium heart, and you rip it out of this ooze, and you see it, and it slouches into a pile as it is no longer able to hold its form, and that has put an end to combat.
I was gonna say, is Victor okay in there? And just you know, covered in goo.
He is covered in. You hear him. Oh god, that's so disgusting. But yeah, he is fucking gone. All right. Well,
Hell yeah!
you just trivialized my boss fight. That was awesome, and I love this.
Not gonna lie, I feel like Malkael deserves for that. I am nominating him. For taking the
Absolutely.
initiative for that.
You can have an inspiration for that. That's good.
Thank you. I have marked inspiration on my sheet. I don't know, like, it just, when you described it, it was like, can I rip this out?
You sure can.
I mean, that's what I love about Colby's games. They're always about using your thinking outside the box with your actions.
I did not say you had to fight it.
Yeah.
True.
That's true.
That's why I tried to lesser restoration at first.
Is the heart that's now in my hand, is it beating like the previous Nehenium heart?
Yeah, what? Un momento, por favor. Hold on. Let me stop the battle music real quick.
That makes sense.
I mean, it was good battle music.
It was.
That's excellent, and I'm probably going to use that specific song for our battles from now on.
It's fine.
Or-
I play Final Fantasy, so I'm used to the same battle music, so don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what that's from? It said free use on it.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general, like Final Fantasy games, like when you enter battle, it's typically just a battle music the entire time.
It does have a similar style.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
that's why I'm
was
just
really
kind of
good.
like, oh, yeah, it's good. With Victor being at the edge, like in goo, Diana is going to get 10 feet away and not any closer and use Prestidigitation.
you hear Victor basically do exactly what I just did. As he throws up some goo. Oh god. I could hear him. I heard a voice. It spoke to me.
What did it say?
It was like it was trying to beam itself into my head. You see him take his fingers and start to rub his temples like he has a blistering headache now. It said it needed to be reformed. I think it was the god of the moon.
Well,
It's-
when I touched it with lesser restoration, for just a moment, the god of the face of the moon became visible.
It
I
said
think
something to the effect of We need Tyrandros. At least I think that's it. It didn't get the full sentence out before it disappeared.
Maybe, Victor, knowing that you also have divine energies, are you able to cast Greater Restoration?
No, I don't know that spell. Revivify is the best thing that I know. I was once of the clerical arts, but I quit to be a merchant.
I have a feeling that possibly, with possibly one cleric casting Greater Restoration and another casting Revivify, we might be able to, at least for a period of time, break through whatever has turned the God of the Moon into Nehinium enough to have a small but brief conversation.
Yes, I think so. Maybe.
If Lesser Restoration did what little it did, Greater, I have a feeling, might be able to push through that boundary.
I'm very wary to use Revivify on Nehinium again.
That's why that's why I'm saying we would have to do it in combination. That at the exact moment, the exact same time that the Revivify is finally casted, that the Greater Restoration is done at the same time, to ensure that it is not corrupted by whatever the Black Death has done to it.
You also do see that the piece of Nehinium that was absorbed by the heart has actually joined the heart, and it is now a soccer ball sized heart.
Is it still beating?
It sure is.
Okay. I'm gonna clean it off of any goo still on it
Yeah.
and put it back in my bag
Okay.
of holding.
All right. I think it's time for that rest. Yes, Victor stands up, covered in goo. Maybe a shower first.
Victor, dear, I believe you.
Dinah is exactly 10 feet away, not any closer to Victor, and is using prestidigitation to...
Oh, okay. Gene,
like,
what were you saying?
Darlings, no. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Kichi? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, Victor, dear, you look like you might be needing more than a rest. You might want to get a bath first.
Yeah. Thank you, Diana. Um. I stink.
Are you injured? Were you hurt at all?
I don't think so. He just, you see this horrified look on his face of, well, that was it. I couldn't breathe. It was terrifying. I think I breathed in some goo. I'm gonna go bathe. And, I will see you all later. You see that he is very much true. He's not a fighter, by the way. He is effectively an NPC. And he is very traumatized from this. I assume you all are going to go towards the guest quarters that I said are back behind this wall.
Yes. Well, I saw it.
Absolutely.
And you said there was a room for each of us?
Yes, there is definitely rooms for each of you. Luckily, there's no map for that, but yeah.
Okay. I have a thing I want to do during at least my portion of the downtime rest.
Me too, please.
Okay.
You can go first, Jay, if you would like.
Oh, okay.
I have something to do with Mal anyway, so.
Hey, cool beans. You get more things, Malkael. Hey. Um. uh. In a room. Once I'm in my room and I have made sure that the door is locked securely, um I clear off a side table within the room and slowly but surely bring out all of my religious accoutrement and build my portable shrine um to the god of death.
Mm.
And as always, place my Stygian sword upon the altar before I begin to do my daily prayers, and just try to reach out to him more than I have in a long time. With the with all we have learned, I definitely feel like I need to strengthen my connection to my god, to the being who gives me breath. Um, because I know I'm going to need them and their power more than ever to help to bring the world back to the way it should be.
As per usual, Malik, you definitely feel his presence while you're praying, but he does not respond to you.
Yeah. I know he probably is. Once I am done and finished my prayers, um, I will say to Zadar, I know I am not there yet, and that you are watching me, and I am following your tutelage, and that I will help ensure that the balance between life and death is brought back into balance in this world. I just really hope that when I need it most, you'll answer before I go to bed.
Uh, as you're laying down, Malik,
Hmm.
you feel a familiar chill run across you, but he does not answer you verbally.
I, you know, bow my head and just embrace the cold and go to sleep.
Okay. So does anyone else besides Malkael want to do anything?
The only thing Diana does is as she's her nightly routine involves making sure her hair doesn't get all overwhelmed during the night. In the morning and when she gets up and when she goes to bed, she actually uses a combination of prestidigitation and mage hand to style her hair,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's really all she does. Be like, puts it away and just like, okay. Other than that, she's like, oh, I need sleep, relaxation, and
Why do I see it being like that scene from Will and Grace, where when Karen flips her hair forward and flips it back and it's perfect, and Grace is like, "How?" and she's like, "Money." In your case, it'd be
yeah,
like magic.
magic. Exactly. It's very much like what would take someone without magic like a couple hours to style. And it's just like done.
And
Okay.
done.
Jean, what about you?
No, I have no particular bedtime rituals like the religious folk over here, so no, nothing
Okay.
in particular.
Malkael, what did you want to do?
From my part of it, could we go to the Whispers channel?
Absolutely, we were gonna do that anyway.
Oh,
Hey, whisper time!
okay.
Meet you there. Hi.
Oh, hello. All right. Oh, the music doesn't follow us. That's boo.
That is fair.
Can I move you? Is this a thing I can do? Um, um, um. Oh, move to. Haha! Haha!
You can all since you're the owner of this channel. I don't know if it'll work on the music thing, but you can also click on people's names where it shows them in the voice channels, and
Mhm.
literally drag them to other channels and move them forcibly.
Oh,
You might
good
be
to
able to
know.
do that with Wave Music as
Well, I
well.
was able to right click it and move it, so.
Yeah, that works too.
Okay, alright. So, Malkaya, what were you gonna do?
Well, I mean, given what we've talked about before, I'm alone. I have a hunk of Nihinium in my possession. I think the first thing I want to do, though, just to be on the ever so slightly cautious side, not fully rush it headlong into this, is I want to reach out through my divine connection to. I always forget his name. Bear with me one
Aeon.
second. Aeon, yes, thank you. I'd gotten there. I want to reach out to Aeon as best I can, and essentially say, holding the Nihinium heart in my hand, say, what and how do I do this? Because he's the one that said it would be a good idea.
Well, with a piece that large, you can't absorb it all at once.
I assumed as much.
You will have to absorb it bit by bit.
Okay. Sorry. How big of a piece can I do, and how best should I absorb it? Eat it? Insert it? What?
You have a divine connection that most people don't. What you shall do is deeply meditate with the Nehenium, and the energies will connect with your divine forces, creating a new energy.
Love it. As you command. My God.
Yes, I'm glad you're so amenable to this. Now go forth, my champion, and become something akin to a demigod.
And at that point, I'm just lifting the heart in both hands. I rest my forehead against it and begin meditating.
And throughout the 8 hours of your rest, you absorb about a quarter of the heart, returning it to about half of the size it was before it just absorbed that bar. About to the almost to the original size it was when you first got it.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Do I still get the effects of a long rest?
You sure do.
Let me go ahead and click that then. Okay.
Because effectively, every time you do this, Melkael, you are gaining the trance aspect of elves.
I like that. I do like that.
So every time you
Do I?
absorb Nihinium, it puts you into a sleep-like state where you are absorbing this power.
Okay. Okay. From this initial absorption, do I get anything that I should be marking on my sheet?
For this first little bit, what you are going to get is an additional D4 added to your Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay. Let me make a.
And your Eldritch Blast, whatever color you once said it was, is now going to be that vibrant, shimmering purple of the Navinium.
I had envisioned it as black before, but I don't think I ever really specified, so that works out just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go into the Eldritch Blast thing, and we're gonna add a D4 to the damage if I can. Oh, I can do damage there. 1d4. I think that works. And call it force. I assume it's just more force damage. Is that correct?
Yes, more force damage.
Okay. I think that works. I won't know until I actually test it. Anyways, that is.
You hear that voice come back into your mind. There is one more thing I wanted to discuss with you.
And that would be.
There is a place you need to convince you and your little friends to travel.
And where would that be?
You spoke about it recently. Dragon's Nest. Find the Horde of Tyrandros. There is a piece of me there you need to recover.
Horde Tyrandros. Recover a piece of Aeon.
Specifically, a weapon you will be able to use upon my enemies.
Oh, so I'm just gonna say recover a weapon of Aeon then.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense.
Technically,
Recover a weapon.
he goes, it was a piece of me that I forged into one of the mightiest weapons on the mortal plane. It will push you forward on becoming my demigod champion.
I will do so eagerly. At a guess, my master, we are probably going to be headed that direction relatively soon anyway. Based on the way the conversation went, I think that won't be a difficult convince.
Good.
Can you offer any clues where I might find the Horde of Tyrandros when we arrive?
Yes. The Horde of Tyrandros is hidden on his island, the Animarium.
The what?
The Animarium, which is a island of creatures, mythical and otherwise. You know this via history of mythical and otherwise that he kept personally. And it is said to be canonically above Dragon's Nest. Somewhere.
Of Dragon's Nest. Okay.
So even farther into the sky than Dragon's Nest.
Oh, lovely. So we have to take the airship there. Okay. Well, it's, the whole thing is a elevated thing anyway, so that's fine.
I will warn you. when you find Tyrandros' hoard, he will not take stealing from it lightly.
He will give up your weapon, or he will die.
Good. You feel a very familiar chill wash over you.
When I feel the chill, what I imagine is like I inhale and exhale, and as I exhale, my breath misses
Mm.
from the chill.
You have many splitting paths before you. But I promise they will all lead to the same place.
So long as it's vengeance, that
Exactly.
is all for which I care.
Now,
Okay.
get some
Okay.
rest, my champion. And he cuts the connection.
That's completely fair. Yeah. Like just to clue you in, like Malkael, just to give you an insight into his head,
Mm-hmm.
he's given himself over to Aeon completely. Like
Hey!
there's no holding back here.
I love this.
Yeah. Like he is Anakin was more conflicted in episode 3 than I am.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, don't care. Vengeance.
Ah, good. All right, we can pop back up now.
Okay. Okay, see you there.
Okay.
Five Colors is my favorite.
Right.
I also like Five Colors. What?
Wooberg style play is my favorite.
Oh,
There are only.
oh.
there are
Speaking of
only
magic, I'm about to build the gingerbread man.
Do
Ooh.
it.
That's who I'm building next.
The only two creature types out of Uberg that I have built that I enjoy are slivers and dragons.
I have enjoyed slivers, dragons, and assassins.
Oh, assassins.
Because the Assassin's Creed set.
See, I haven't dipped into that at all. Like I said, I
Yep.
stopped playing around 2020, and I haven't had a place to go since. So, unless it's on Arena,
I mean, I don't think Assassin's Creed was put on to that, but like, I have the Dragon as my
Mhm.
commander, who's Wooberg. I have the Slivers, who's Wooberg, and I have Ezio, which is Wooberg, and Najila, who is Wooberg.
Huh?
I'm not
Anyway,
familiar with that last one.
But let's get back to playing Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Enough about
That's okay.
magic. We're fine.
Sorry,
So
you were gone for a while.
long
I
rest?
know. Sorry.
Yeah, you were gone for a while.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's fine. But we're doing a long rest?
It sure felt like a long rest.
Just want to confirm before I click a button.
What are we confirming? What? Sorry.
We're doing a long rest?
Oh, yes. And by the way, dun 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 dun, level 5.
Level 5.
Seeing that was supposed to be a boss fight, but you guys said fuck that boss fight.
Hey man, we roll with things. We try alternative ways to get through encounters. It's why I created Lesser Restorations, yo.
Uh-huh. So yes, it is time to level up.
What do we do for HP? Just as normal?
Roll?
Roll? Okay.
Okay, we're
Roll
just
or take
rolling.
average?
Yeah, everything passed through you roll.
Okay, we were just wondering if there was any, if you had any rules or homebrew rules you were doing 4 HP.
Oh,
Similar to the way that Tyr has for him.
you can do one of two things. You can either roll or take half.
Take average.
Yeah, take average.
I whenever there's the option, I always take average, just because I can't roll low on HP. Especially I'm a wizard. Let's see here.
Look, Kichi ended up with average anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 4 for me, and I gain.
Ooh, sneak attack damage went up. Yay.
Should I roll or should I take the average?
4, 5, 6. Up to you.
I think I'll take the average. I think I'll take the average. And
That doesn't look right.
Okay.
oh, I forgot that we have the character mancer.
You sure
Yeah,
do.
but apparently it's fucking broken.
Oh, it's broken.
Is that-
What do you mean it's broken?
I can't use it.
Ah.
It's like unable to level up or missing data.
I mean, I was still able to click next and move on to the next screen.
Yeah.
No, now it's allowing me to do that. It wasn't that the first time I clicked through that.
Roll 20, why? Why are you like this?
Because it's trying to do stuff for 2024 and breaking everything.
Clearly. That's why I still like 2014. Until they come out with a new edition, I refuse to do anything else.
What if they actually come out with a, 6th edition?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Man, this is gonna be a long recording.
I don't know what I want to do, because if I go into cleric, I get my ability score improvement. But if I go into monk, I gain 10 feet of movement and key points.
I would suggest going into cleric just so you get your API there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna. We're gonna roll. We're gonna risk the biscuit, which we roll average. We get the average anyway.
Woo!
Or we get the one less than the average, but.
I'll have to choose invocations. Shit. I don't even know what I want.
Yeah, you pick invocations, Paladin, 100%.
You all know I'm a warlock.
I know, but just saying. It's like, yeah, Paladin, 100%. Invocations.
Do I take a feat? Do I take a feat, or do I take a? What feats? What feats? I don't know. What the fuck is that fucking feat? What is this feat?
Feetsies.
Just don't pick defeat.
Oh no.
Well,
Haha!
I changed my spells around a little bit. I learned 2 new spells.
Oh! I was talking to Domo about this and I don't remember which one I said. When I told you guys about the orcs' destruction, did I say they were turned into wolven orcs or vampiric orcs?
Werewolf
I remember
orcs.
wolven.
Werewolf
Yeah.
orcs, okay.
They're
Yeah.
werewolf orcs that are mindless. They're just killing machines. It's why traveling from city to city is that's why I've been trying to make sure that we are able to do it safely, because it's fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have in my notes orca wolves.
Okay,
So
good. Got it.
The 2 beast types tend to work well together, I think.
okay.
Yeah, Domo was like, well, either one's terrifying. And I'm like, yeah, Yeah.
Which
Ooh.
layer of terrifying?
Oh, there's so many good things I could take.
I mean, this was my issue because I gained 2 new spells, and I'm like, oh, they're all so good. Oh, which one do I pick? Oh,
Oh, what's this one? No, that's not gonna happen. Ugh. Ooh, what's this one? Oh, nope, that is not something I can take. I also have to, like, when I'm looking through all my feats, I'm like, I have so many extra compendiums that I'm like, I have to make sure it's an actual, like, which compendium I'm taking something from.
Right.
Make some notes so I don't lose track of my good options.
Because I'm like, I don't know what I would want to do, whether or not. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do this. I think for now, I'm just gonna take the 2 points and go into get to 18 dexterity. I think that's the best option for myself. Ooh, I get access to.
dexterity is one of the strongest stats in the game because initiative, armor, good. And if you're attacking with dex-based weapons, there you go.
Alright. As you guys are finishing your level ups, as you all awaken in the morning, what would you like to do?
Ooh, that's right. I have to make sure I have to zone of truth.
I know that Diana gets ready as she normally does in the morning to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll probably go out and wait for everyone. Um, if there's anyone around that's offering any breakfast of sorts, she'll make a request, but keep to herself. And she's also going to the spell page she got from the Mad Clown, and
Mm-hmm.
is looking at the spell, like all the like the ins and outs of it. Like she's just reviewing it.
Specifically, the spell component you need is a piece of granite.
Okay. Um, reusable.
Yes. The spell is called Summon Small Workshop. Um, it basically works like what the hell is the spell called?
Lumen's tiny hut.
No, the one above that.
Mansion.
Yes.
Okay.
So there will be a room for each of you that you can all conform to your liking. Um, it basically there will be a servant, a invisible servant, that will basically serve anything you'd like, whether it be food, water, wine, alcohol, stuff like that. The workshop lasts for 8 hours. And you must make sure none of you are inside when it closes because bad shit will happen.
I was gonna say that's probably the thing that bad things won't happen.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, while you were in this spell form of this workshop, you do not have to worry about rations and whatnot.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. I will. Yeah. Diana will think about it, and she'll ask because just Victor seems to have a lot of servants and a lot of people running about, and just like, do you happen to have just a piece of granite, darling? Just a piece.
Oh, he shuffles through a barrel and he grabs you one. By the way, uh, where he had his let me pull up his photo again here. Victor von Dock. Where his hair was once this brilliant brown, there's now this white streak going through it, where it seemed like that ooze was slowly sucking the life out of him. You see that he looks a few years older. Uh, he looks like he's slightly malnourished.
Oh, darling, that's who's did a number on you as she takes the piece of granite and tucks it away?
Uh, yeah. It, wasn't great.
Well, thankfully, darling, we were here and we fixed it. And if we weren't, you might be dead. So
Yeah.
we escaped that timeline.
speaking of which, I
Ah, dang.
am not confident that you should be working on the Nihilium with your factories and all that. At least, it seems to be having unpredictable effects that you may or may not have the uh, resources as to handle it.
I agree. I have told all of my people to stop the experiments for now. But I did have them make these up for you all. They put down a box and push it towards Eugene, seeing you're here. And he, as you open it up, there are 2 healing potions in there for each of you.
Ooh.
Very
Thank
nice.
These are standard healing potions, so 2d4 plus 2.
As he's handing out the healing potions, you'll see Malik come into the room, and whatnot, and he'll sit down and join everybody.
I'm so used to having healing potions work differently in other games that 2d4 plus 2 sounds so weak.
Isn't that is standard, right?
Yeah, but we're used to Tears game.
Oh, jeez.
Where
Sorry.
it's 1d4 plus 6.
Okay.
Well, Tears ain't the only one.
Yeah.
As you're all sitting there, he has food brought out for you all. An assortment of like eggs, bacon, sausage, stuff like that. Assorted breakfast foods.
Good hearty breakfast to start the day.
Yeah, it's the least I could do. You all saved my life. I'm starting to regret leaving my life as an adventurer. I would have known how to defend myself better.
I had
you would-
retired for adventuring, you wouldn't have been able to build up this entire uh, company, as it were.
Yes.
Not to mention, darling, the amount of magical workshop here, the amount of tools and magic here is. I'm halfway tempted to just stay here and learn, but there's gods afoot, it seems.
Have you all decided where you're going? I know I gave you several different paths you could go.
I think Pogus is where we should go.
Focus. Where's that?
Sorry, to the Dragon's Nest.
Well, you'd have to go to Pogus
Oh, yes.
first.
I think we need to find Tyrandros first.
Agreed.
I
Well, I agree, darlings, that is a general goal. I think we should first focus on the local.
Oh yes, that is true. That is true. We need
Having
to
a, having a, if we can secure this town for us, darlings, we at least have a relatively safe haven for us in case bad things happen to us, which I imagine they probably will.
Mhm.
You see Victor kind of slick back his hair. I have an associate in Pogus. I think he should be your first stop. If anyone knows where to point you in the right direction, it would be him. He is he is a Luxodon. If you are unfamiliar, they are elephant folk. His name is Three-Jun Thundertusk. I will type that in the chat for you all.
You make such great names, but so impossible to try and even figure out how to spell them.
mhm.
But like Diana said, we need to, before we go and see Thrunjun, we need to go and speak with Zathor
Yes.
and find out where their alliance lies and whether or not we're going to be able to, quote unquote, purge this city and make it a proper safe haven of uncorrupted.
Also, darlings, I believe a secondary feature of doing this. Yeah, I imagine if we went out of our way to try to find this Phantom of the Sky assassin type. From my experience, assassins are very hard to find. So trying to search for them, difficult. But if we make our intentions known to a place that maybe assassins are watching, they come to us.
That's very true. It's
You
very true.
you hear that familiar chuckling as you do see the person known as the Mad Clown sitting at the other end of the bar, currently sipping a whiskey. Ah, foolish one. You do not find the Phantom of the Sky. The Phantom of the Sky finds you.
With you being back, I guess your trip to the Lake of Songs was full as you wanted it to be?
You see a sly smirk on his face as he sips the whiskey and he says, I did not tell you where I was going.
Darling, you were listening to us. If you didn't even think of going to the Lake of Songs to check to see if what the assumption I had made, that Owana used a shooting star as her way of falling from the heavens, you're sadly mistaken.
Well, I'm afraid I went somewhere else. But it's a secret. And he puts his finger to his lips and he seals them with like throwing away of the key motion.
Mm.
But
Well,
I do agree with your sentiment of finding the God of Dragons. But weeding out the weeds in this city is probably also very good. You will find that, talking with the Thor might be a little more difficult than you thought.
Why is that?
I recall when you all had your encounter with the Black Death. They were wearing a snake bracelet, yes?
Not the Black Death, no.
I mean the gentleman who was being used by them.
Yes, he was.
I seem to remember the young heir having a similar piece of jewelry. Good luck with that. And he once again disappears in a puff of smoke.
So, unless you had the fortuitousness of being able to know dispel magic, Diana, I doubt we're going to be able to talk to Cecilia safely.
I did not in my studies. I haven't learned that yet. Unless someone is willing to part with a scroll for it for me to learn, it is beyond me at the moment.
I think one of my mages might have one. Victor pipes up.
That's going to be our best bet to ensure that we can disable the bracelet and possibly save Zithir and speak to him freely.
He has one of his many assistants run off and grab a scroll for you, Diana, and it's a scroll of dispel magic.
While we're finishing talking and breakfast, darling, she takes out her her spell book and starts transcribing uh dispel magic in it.
That's a good. Now that we know that we can talk to him, and on at least a semi-regular basis, if we see a bracelet on someone we need to speak with, get rid of it. That's going to be huge.
You see Victor kind of holding the bridge of his nose. Does that mean he's been controlled this whole time?
More than likely, yes. If it's anything very similar to the poor gentleman running this bar, there's incredible limitation on what you can and cannot say before the bracelet will activate and automatically kill you. And even when it is quote unquote inert and just a simple bracelet, it has the ability to be used as a focusing point for divination magic.
You were saying something, Jean.
I don't suppose you would consider the possibility of just lopping off the arm to save their life.
That would work.
But that's also assuming the bracelet does not have the wherewithal to know that the person is in distress and we are about to try and chop their hands off.
Victor shrugs. He has no idea. This is above his pay grade.
Yeah. So then remember, darlings, should they desire, anyone can look through the bracelet. So if they see someone like myself approaching, they may get a little anxious.
That's true. But if you get within range before they can react and disable it, then we can smash it to bits.
I do hope so, darling. The good news is, as Xana finishes like the spell, and you see her focus on her spell book to change around some spells. Focus. She says the range is 120 feet, darling. So I can be pretty far away, but I still have to get within that range.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the range is going to be as advantageous as you think it is. If this bracelet be made of magic, surely it could sense when any other magic, especially a dispel, which is what they'd be looking for. What they'd be. Do you see where I'm trying to get at here?
Yeah,
Mhm.
if we go the direct path, darlings, there's always a risk that even if I use the magic, if it's at a higher level, there's a chance it may not work and he may die in the process, which will cause a whole host of problems for ourselves immediately. Probably execution by guards who don't know that he was killed by someone else and not us.
The thing is, if he dies, the king will know.
And that's
But
even
I
more
do not
deadly.
know if he knows that his puppet is being used by the Vipers, I assume?
Yes.
Hmm.
At least we think it's the Vipers.
So we have
He put a spell on all of his puppets, including myself, that if we were to perish, he would be notified of it instantly.
Okay, so the king knows if any of his puppets die. What about if they're maimed?
Shrugs.
Can you... Is it runic magic? That he used?
Uh, he pulls back his kind of chest kind of armor a little bit, and you see above his heart is a heart-shaped spell circle with, yes, runes on the inside.
Do you care to be free of him?
I would advise against it. I assume the second this is dispelled, he will also be made aware.
I understand that. But do you wish to be free of him and finally be able to live your life?
Well, of course I do. But I do not want to put you all in danger.
I'd say it's a bit late for that after last night's charades.
I agree with Jean in that notion. That, we're all in the thick of this now. And that the pieces on this chessboard are getting filled. But what we do with those pieces is the defining factor. This is just game 1, Dyson City.
There are so many pieces. Let's knock them down one at a time, yeah?
Agreed.
Now, how are you going to remove this? Even I don't know what level of magic it is.
Well, the issue is, darling, that we have two options before us. We can either go directly to the source of... We can either go directly to the wonderful ruler of this place and hope that my dispel magic can work on such things. Or we can deal with it a different way, and we can... It may require a little bit more planning on our end, darling, because I do not want to spend all my time in the sewers of this place. It seems atrocious, and I'm not about that. But if we were to find the Viper Pit, then we wouldn't have to worry about if my dispel magic will be successful or not.
That's very true.
I think we should try to cut out the head first. Then we can save the boy. If he even is as innocent as I hope.
And I think the best option for that, even though I said it's difficult to find a shadow, and as our clown friend has indicated, he's the one that has to find us first. But, again, if we make intentions known in certain locations, if they happen to have a known place of business or a front or something of that, not that line.
Well, they're in the sewers. I assume it's nowhere pleasant. But there's only one place among the entire sewer system that would be big enough to hold as many of them as I fear there probably is. Gene, I gave you the map.
Right. So watches Gene just kind of takes out the map and looks at. Right, you're gonna have to use your dining table here.
Yes. He helps you unfurl the map. Now, as big as the city is, there is only one place in the entire sewer system big enough to probably hold all of them. And it's right here in the middle. As you see that all of those snaking lines and stuff that cover the sewer system all converge into this one giant circle-looking place. That is possibly the only place big enough to house any amount of them there could be. If I had to strike a guess, they probably are set up right here. Because this is the remnants of the old city that was built, or, well, of the old city Dyson City was built on top of. There are ruins down there, and that is all that is left of that once wonderful lands.
So we're not just going to go into an entire underground sewer system. We're going into an actual buried city.
Technically, yes. It was named Domino, after one of the original heroes. Anyone want to give me a history check on that name?
I do.
This is a name that even Jay never got to hear.
I'm like, this is a new name. This is a new name. Ah, damn it.
Aye, it is a new name indeed.
Okay, Diana got a 16.
I got a 19.
Oh, you got a 19? Where is it? What?
It's right above Diana's. The
Oh,
one right above.
okay. I was like, where the fuck? Gene, did you want to roll?
Nah, this ain't me. It's expertise.
Fair enough. Diana, you remember Domino Thurgood, one of the world's oldest wizards, was a part of the original Lion Shield Guild way back when. Rumor has it that they were buried at the site of the original Lion Shield Castle, which you all would know was right here.
Oh, okay.
What was that again? Okay.
Domino Thurgood is her name.
Okay. So good. Castle, okay.
Domino Thurgood. Whoop, that's supposed to be a D. God damn it. Fomino! Fomino! I speak English.
Okay. So, buried there. Oh man. Talk about a detour. Or it's on the way to
Focus.
the Pogus.
Yes, Domino was who put the original family in charge of Dyson City. That was how the Harvilles came to be kings.
Maybe I missed something, but why does this matter again? I apologize.
This was the ruined city that's under the sewers where you guys will be going.
Oh, got it. So that part I
Castle's
heard,
up
I just
there,
didn't connect
but
to.
the city, yeah.
Okay.
So I imagine you don't know an entrance to this place, do you? Here in the city, or little Viper Pit?
I have. Sorry, hold on. Voice. I have an entrance that I know of. If you go to the old church that is on the other side of town, under the floorboards of the priest chambers, there is a hidden entrance to the old city. You should be able to get in through there.
And the last question I have, darling. You said there's the old and new assassins group within the city. The old one who follows the old ways. Was there a place where they like to hang out, or was a known location to contact them?
The Black Roses were an oddity. They used to have eyes and ears everywhere. But over the years, more and more people started to dissuade the old ways. And more people split off to join this new faction. But if I remember correctly, the Black Roses, they used to have a black market here in the city. One hidden by magic. I've never been able to find it. But it said you had to be invited.
Hmm. And perhaps a visit to the traditional marketplace will lead us to there. If, frankly, if we're going to be dealing with the Vipers sooner rather than later, I'd much rather have an assassin ally going into it.
It is said they once had a code. To get invited, you would have to ask a certain merchant what is the true color of a rose. And they would have to respond with, as black as night. But I do not know if this password or way in
Pray.
still even exists.
Ike, you've been really up to date with your passwords, haven't you?
Hey, listen here. You're right. I don't have as many connections as I'd hope. I am doing as best I can to help you all.
If it's still a
You're-
lead, darling, it's still helpful.
Yes, your assistance has been more than useful.
Indeed. And don't worry about the sewers. Those vampires won't be able to sneak up on my eyes that easily. They won't be able to hide their undead presences.
I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you for everything you've been doing.
As Victor stands up, he places a hand on your shoulder, Jean. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go continue my research. Hopefully it yields some excellent results. Now, be safe, and come back in one piece. And he walks off.
Alright. Then shall we head to the other side of the city and get straight into the sewers?
We could, darling, or we could do the marketplace first.
What, try and find the assassins, you mean?
Exactly. It's just the idea of if we're going into the little viper's nest, having one more ally who's known for killing things is.
Makes as much sense as anything. Another blade, and
Do you think the
It's always
entire
something.
marketplace would be coded, so to speak?
It may take us some sleuthing to figure out who we need to exactly ask, and hope we aren't walking into a trap. There is a risk with that.
I may be able to
I'm-
give us a better hand at trying to find them. I'm going to look. Is the Black Rose still somewhere within this area?
Oh, it's in the workshop, but you can go get it.
I'm gonna quickly go back and grab the Black Rose, and I'm going to spend the next couple minutes,
Mm-hmm.
or at least the next minute or so, taking in the scent of all who has touched it, and then knowing who has touched it in this room, eliminate those.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly trying to focus on the one person who whose scent I do not know,
Mhm.
and keep that in my mind and trying to see if I can, when we get to the market, try and pinpoint if that person is present.
Also,
Give me.
while Malak is also doing that, I'm ritual casting detect magic.
Oh. Okay. But Malik, give me. Oh God, what do I want to?
If it is, so what I'm basically doing is I'm using, I don't have it here, but I have advantage on any tracking via smell perception through scent based tracking as a werewolf.
Okay. Give me a perception check based on scent.
Okay. 24.
24. Yep, you're able to pinpoint a certain scent. Uh, you get this very uh smoky scent. It seems to be like the remnants of somebody who used to smoke a very particular cigar.
Okay.
And you take in that scent and you memorize it.
It's exactly what I wanted to do. So that way, when we get to the market, I can slowly but surely, when we're around somebody, give them a, not so,
Oh, tear.
a nonchalant sniff.
Do you share with us that you have done this?
Yes, I would have, after, like, you would see me definitely bring, like, I would be very intently while Diana is casting their detect magic, like, that the person we're looking for smokes a very specific tobacco. One
Is
that
there
I,
a tobacco shop? Because if there is, they might be able to tell us who buys that particular kind of tobacco, if you
that's a
can
good point.
identify it.
Which I have a feeling I
Oh,
could.
by the way, what does everyone have in their bag of holdings?
Almost everything that isn't on my ways.
Okay.
I
So, does
I don't have
everyone?
I don't have anything.
Okay, you don't have anything.
I would just have like my knickknacks and whatnot to make my portable altar,
I
and
say,
and 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 like just the generalized normal stuff that I have.
I also put the beating Nehenium heart in my bag of holding, if that matters.
Okay. Whenever any of you you happen to glance into your bag of holdings and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you happen to notice that even the littlest of stuff is gone. Like one of your knickknacks is gone, Malik. Um, a random piece of clothing has disappeared from pretty much all of your guys' bags.
Mhm.
How does someone take something from our bag of holding?
Uh, and you notice that um, that Nehenium heart is now gone.
Mother.
Okay, that's what I lost, so I will take that off my list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Once
that's
no,
sad.
once we figure this out, is there anything Diana can do to figure out like how someone could do this for like a bag of holding?
You wouldn't have a clue. As far as you
Yeah.
know, bags of holding are supposed to be an extra dimensional space cut off from the rest of the reality.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, well, what? And it's like, this is so disconcerting on so many levels, darling. I don't have any idea what could have done this, who could have done this.
I bet you that creepy clown. Like snoop at
wouldn't
door
have-
stuff.
It wouldn't surprise me. He needs more. He needs Nehenium to live.
Go on, man. Gonna die.
Shrugs in
Yeah,
Dungeon Master.
Irregardless of that fact, we need to move forward. We just need to keep going. We can't let him bother us. He's going to pester us. He is going to steal from us. He's going to do whatever he wants. And there is very little we can do for now.
We're doing pizza for dinner
Okay.
because I don't feel like going anywhere. And when you get a chance, go downstairs.
Ah, pizza. That sounds dope.
Sorry.
I just had a chicken burrito, man. No, I'm all imagining is pizza.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just giving you shit.
It's fine.
All right. So are all
We
of
need to go
you?
forward.
What? What's going? What?
So yeah, we're going forward. Diana's going to switch the when she's the smoke that she is producing as she is taking her drags
Mhm.
is she's switching it deliberately to a rose scent.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Rose with a hint of vanilla thrown in.
All right. So where are you all headed? Are you heading towards the church?
Market.
No.
The
to
market
market.
first. Ah, the
Yeah.
market first.
Well,
Okay.
Well, actually, asking the question: Is there a tobacco shop?
A tobacco shop.
Because you
Okay,
said I
so-
smelled a very specific scent of a cigar or a tobacco.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yes. There is a very famous tobacco shop in town.
Let's go there.
Sounds like a lead, darling.
Give me a second. Gotta change some music.
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
And detect magic is still up as we're walking, and Diana's just paying attention as she takes her drag.
There we go. That'll do. Man, the magic what you can do when you just type in free use into YouTube. All right. As you all take the time to, it takes you about like 20-25 minutes to wander to the side of the town with the market. And as you all do, you all know this place. It's called Tokes and Smokes.
Tokes and smokes. I like that.
Yeah.
And it is a continent renowned tobacco place and like cigar and all things that would have been fantasy hookah.
All right. Well, once we are in the room, knowing that I have the scent memorized for the tobacco I'm looking for, I am going to take a deep breath in and just take in all of the scents of the room and try to find is to see if this person carries the one that I've memorized.
Ah. Give me another perception check based on scent.
You got it.
18.
18.
All right. You are in a place with so many different scents, it's a little overwhelming even to your nose.
Hmm.
But you are able to pick up that particular scent in here somewhere.
Okay. Do I discern any possible direction?
Not really. There are smells coming from all over here.
Okay. Knowing that I can smell it, and that it is, I am going to then take another moment, just take a step, to, and just take in another deep breath and try to see if I can pinpoint it once more.
20. As you take another few steps forward and you take in a second deep breath, you get close enough to where you hear and smell where that particular scent is coming from. From behind the counter, you see a dwarf currently puffing on a cigar, and he goes, "Hey, anything I can do you for?"
Knowing, so it's coming directly from the
It-
cigar he's smoking.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What was that phrase that we
What
had
is the
from
true color of a rose?
Thank
What
you.
is the true color of the rose?
Yeah, of the
The
rose.
Of the rose, sorry, of the rose.
And they responded with as black as night.
I'm going to walk forward to this man, pull out the rose, and say say that phrase. What is the color of the whatever it's
The
yeah, the rose.
You see him kind of lean forward and he takes a huge drag off of the cigar to the point where a chunk of ash falls off of it onto the counter. And he goes, "As black as night, there, boyo." And he rolls up one of his sleeves, and you see on his forearm a very large tattoo of a black rose. "How may I help ya?" He takes another drag of the cigar.
It seems you have information that is going to be helpful to me and mine about the snakes in this city.
And what information would that be, boyo?
Where exactly they're hiding?
I may have this information. Nothing like a good cigar.
The habit makes it very easy for me to find you.
Ha! Maybe that's why I do it. And he takes another puff. One who is smart enough to look for something as menial as a scent has my attention. And he leans forward. Now, are you looking for just simple info? Or are you looking for an invitation?
Yes.
Yes.
His eyes,
Seriously, that's what I say.
his eyes shift over to Malkael. Okay.
Both,
Both
obviously.
then? Alright, alright. Well, I can possibly get you both. It depends on what you have to offer.
Hold on. Sorry. Brain drain. I look over to Malik. Try and catch your eye.
Mhm.
Do we wish to trade or take a more direct route?
Now, I am a very simple dwarf. Unlike the rest of these foolish mortals, I still accept a certain shiny currency.
Aye, now we're talking. A proper businessman if ever there was one.
I don't believe in that hullabaloo in him. Pah! He spits on the ground.
Smart man.
I knew there was something off about that currency the day it appeared in my city.
So, name your price, and we'll see if we can come to an arrangement.
Well, and he thinks for a moment.
While he's thinking, I very conspicuously put my hand on my blade hilt.
Oh.
Just not a threat. Just putting it there.
Well, to start, give me 2 gold, and then we will discuss further.
I give him 5.
He reaches out like a gremlin who just, like, got given the... Oh, you just gave Gollum the one ring, and he's like, yes! And freaking, he pulls it forward, and he goes, I think that'll do. Now, boyo, let's go somewhere private. And you see him tap his, he picks up a cane and he taps it on the floor. And right behind his desk, you see a stairway go down. Come now. Let's go see the boss. And
Alrighty then.
he hops down and he starts walking down the stairs.
I mean, I'm following
follow him.
behind him. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Give me a second. I have to do a thing here. No, where are you? Bookmarks. Bookmarks. There we go. Come on, go quicker. All right. As you all head down the stairs, this staircase goes on forever. It feels like 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, and you're going down a spiraling staircase.
Okay.
1, 5,002, 5,003.
Yep, that's accurate. Hold on, I found one I liked even better. There we go.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, steps.
Yeah, to the point where your feet start to hurt. And he goes, finally, Jesus, this fucking staircase. And you see him take out Diana, what you first think is a wand, and he taps it in kind of a cross pattern on the wall, and it starts to and shift and come apart as you walk into what looks to be a very bustling black market. As he leads you through, he knocks on a very, very large double doors, and you hear, "Yeah, who is it?" And you hear, "Oh, it's just me, boss. Can I come in?" And he goes, Yeah, come on in." And he opens the door, and you see this gentleman.
Ooh, we love a good new picture. Ooh. I love the amount of purple you are using.
Mhm.
As my favorite color, I approve of this.
Yep.
He looks familiar.
And as he leans forward, he goes, well, hello. I'm the boss." And that is where we're going to end for today.
Damn it.
Oh, damn it. I was like, we've got 20-ish plus minutes. Let's go more. Let's keep going.
We did start an hour early, friends.
Yeah.
I know, but
Good.
but 10 o'clock, Dad?
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I think this was a great session.
Yeah.
Sorry for one turning your boss.
Oh my god, dude, that was so good. Anyway, for everyone on YouTube, this is where we're going to stop the recording. So smash that like button, hit that notification bell for more, and see you all next time on Zorro's Playground. Thank you.
And subscribe
See you
to
next
him.
time. And subscribe, yes, that.